You guys picture this. It's 3 a.m. Your phone lights up with a desperate text from your ex pleading for help. You jump in your car, heart pounding, thinking you're their lifeline. But what if that choice leads to your last breath? That's the nightmare Molly Young walked into in 2012. A death that screams foul play. A single gunshot. A botched investigation and a question that won't quit. Was it suicide or murder? What gets me every time is even in 2025, with fresh eyes peeling back this case, the truth's still a shadow. It's a gut-wrenching puzzle that'll keep you up second-guessing every detail. So hang with me. We're diving into a story that's as heartbreaking as it is chilling, where trust turned deadly in a quiet college town. Let's set the scene. Carbondale, Illinois, 2012. A sleepy college town with cozy bars, tree-lined streets, and a small-town vibe where everyone knows everyone. Molly Young, 21, was the girl you couldn't help but love. Born in '91, bright bubbly with a smile that lit up rooms. She worked as a police dispatcher, dreaming of a bigger future. But her relationship with Richie Minton, pure chaos. They met at Carbondale PD, where Richie was a dispatcher too, with deep cop connections. His dad was a veteran officer. Their romance was a roller coaster, fights, breakups, tearful reunions. In 2010, their drama pushed Molly to a dark place. She tried to take her life, but pulled through stronger by 2012, with a steady job and new friends. Still, Richie's pull was hard to shake. He'd call her crying drunk, dragging her back into his mess. Carbondale felt like a safe bubble, but Molly's story exposed its cracks, especially when police ties hinted at a cover-up. That small-town charm, it was about to unravel. Okay, brace yourselves. It gets heavy. March 23, 2012. Molly's at home, texting friends, sounding upbeat. No sign of despair. Around 3 a.m., Richie texts her drunk, begging her to come to his apartment. She's always been his fixer, so she races over by 3:45 a.m., texting Wes Romack, Richie's roommate, about how wasted Richie is. Wes replies, sensing her worry, but crashes back to sleep. Fast forward to 9 a.m. Wes wakes up, walks into the bedroom, and finds Molly on the floor. A gunshot wound to the left side of her forehead, Richie's .45 pistol under her body. Richie calls 911 first, claiming she overdosed, then switching to she shot herself. Hold up. Red flags everywhere. Molly's right-handed. The bullet's path, left forehead downward, is bizarre for suicide. No gunpowder or fingerprints on her hands. Friends swear she was terrified of guns, would never touch one. No suicide note. Richie's covered in scratches, back, chest, arms, claiming they're from falling or CPR. Really? A bottle of amoxicillin sits by her feet. Her phone nearby, but Richie's phone data wiped clean. He's allowed to wash up, change clothes before cops secure the scene. Wes says he heard a bang that night, thought it was a door. Molly's texts to Wes at 3:30 a.m. show her alive, stressed, not suicidal. Her dad, Larry Young, smells a rat. He collects 700 crime scene photos, 2,000 pages of documents, and 19 forensic tests screaming murder. Was this a crime of passion? A drunk fight gone wrong? The apartment's eerie silence that night feels like it's hiding something big. The investigation was a train wreck. Carbondale PD rolls in, but Richie's a dispatcher there and his dad's a cop. Conflict of interest much. The case gets kicked to Illinois State Police within hours. They grill Richie, but he's slippery, refuses DNA sticks to his shaky story about Molly shooting herself. Those scratches, CPR or a fall, he says, but they look like a struggle. The gun's under her body, but the bullet's angle suggests someone else pulled the trigger. Cops let Richie wash up, change clothes, didn't grab his phone fast enough. Data's gone. One coroner's investigator gets fired for slipping files to Larry, whispering about a cover-up. Larry's relentless hiring experts, who say no residue on Molly's hands, wrong bullet trajectory, and she wasn't suicidal. By late 2012, the coroner's inquest rules undetermined. Not suicide, not homicide. Larry's livid, convinced Carbondale PD botched it to protect Richie. Right after the 911 call, Richie phones his dad and a lawyer before even talking to cops. That's not the move of an innocent guy, right? The community starts buzzing. Did police shield one of their own? Larry's digging keeps the case alive, but answers slip further away. Every clue points both ways, and that ambiguity, it's infuriating. The fight for justice kept burning. In 2013, Larry filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Richie, desperate to force answers. It got tossed in 2014. Statute of limitations, not enough hard evidence. Appeals crashed, but Larry didn't back down. He built a case with photos, documents, even a $25,000 reward fund. The Justice for Molly Facebook group with 22,000 followers became his battle cry, rallying supporters to demand the case reopen. Molly's story hit Carbondale hard. Trust in local police plummeted. People started talking about toxic relationships, urging young women to spot red flags. In 2016, Larry's work birthed Molly's Law, extending wrongful death suit deadlines from 2 to 5 years and easing FOIA access in Illinois. It was a win, but not closure. The debate raged on. Was Richie a killer, or was Molly's 2010 attempt twisted into a suicide narrative? Her friends swore she was past that darkness, but the undetermined ruling left a wound that wouldn't heal. Fast forward to 2025, and Molly's case still grips hearts. An August 2024 KBSI piece says retired detective Tim Corbett jumped in pro bono, digging up new evidence. Details still under wraps. Prosecutor Joe Cervantes is pushing for a grand jury, fueling hope. A KFVS 12 report from April 2024 noted renewed buzz with locals demanding transparency. The Justice for Molly page posted in January 2025, tying her story to abusive relationship awareness, urging women to trust their gut. Annual Molly's Walk events raise funds, keeping Molly's name alive. Reddit threads in 2025 dissect theories. Some point to Richie's cop ties, others question Wes's hazy timeline. The case reshaped Carbondale police, tightened protocols. Domestic violence talks grew louder. Larry's fight, backed by thousands, keeps the pressure on. With DNA tech and new eyes, there's a spark of hope, but the truth's still a shadow. So was Molly Young's death-suicide or murder. Richie Minton's never been charged, but the questions won't die. This case is a gut punch. A young woman's kindness turned fatal in a single night. If it gave you chills, hit like, share, drop your theories. Subscribe for more mysteries that hit hard. Stay safe. A late-night text might hide a trap.